Thank you.
Time now for the pick. Todd, you like regional banks. She's talking about the big banks, big financials. You like regional banks. You say there's opportunity in those names. Why?
That's right. A couple of reasons. One, when you look at the debt concerns over in Europe right now, you're looking at $1.5 trillion just held by European governments, but another $500 billion held by the bulge bracket banks here in the United States. The ones that aren't impacted are the regional banks.
So Europe makes you negative on big U.S. financials, but the smaller regional banks, you say, can pick up some of those lost customers, right? Who do you like?
As well, I love Cullen Frost Bankers out of Texas. You're looking at a population boom of 5 million people over the next 5 years. Cullen Frost will never leave Texas, so as a result, everybody is sending their deposit money over there. I love that for that story.
Stock's down 8%. You say it's a buying opportunity.
Well, it's up 20% over the last 3 months.
Okay. Let me ask you about this one, M&T. We've had the CEO on the show. That's a New York-based bank, again, a regional bank, but you like this
Based in Buffalo. I'm not liking M&T just because the Ravens Stadium is named after M&T Bank, but with that on the investment side, this is a company that just bought a sizable chunk of Wells Fargo mortgages. They're the healthy ones as well. That's going to help their bottom line earnings in the future. It stock's up 21% over the prior month.
All right, so you like those guys, but back in October, and you had to get a Baltimore Ravens. You couldn't resist yourself today, could you? That's what I've been talking about since you walked in. But let's talk about L'Oreal. When you were here back in October, you really liked the stock.
Yes.
Do you still like it now? Because L'Oreal has actually had some pressure. I mean, it's down 8% over the last year. And even in the last 3 months, it's kind of taken a little bit of hit. There's the one-year chart. You can kind of see it.
Year over year, when you look at women's cosmetics, it's actually up 6%. That's a big proxy. It's an excellent proxy for a healthy economy. If women are spending money, which they are on women's dresses as well as cosmetics, that's a great note. And L'Oreal is one of the big winners out there. I would definitely buy on the weakness.
You do buy on the dips. Okay.
Definitely.
And real quick, I was asking this in the break, but I'm going to ask it for our viewers as well. We need a catalyst. The markets need a catalyst right now, some kind of big push to take us higher.
Yeah.
Do we have it? Do we know what it's going to be?
Well, look, earnings are going to, earnings have to come back. I mean, historically speaking, 62% of S&P 500 companies have beaten on the bottom line. But like Sandra was saying earlier, I mean, you look at the estimates, they have been cut so much. JP Morgan's a great example. The original estimate was $1.15. It was cut 22%. They met the number, but moving forward, what's that going to mean for the rest of the S&P 500 companies? This is a pivotal week that's coming up with the financials and the tech earnings.
And if we get any kind of negative surprise on any of the big financials, you say the catalyst is...
Well, listen, you have a U.S. economy that's struggling and earnings. Watch out below.
All right, Todd, good stuff. I like the regional bank names, especially Bank of America starts to scale back.
Yes.